Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I am back with my December daily. I have day 24 and 25 for you, which is super exciting because that means that my December daily is officially complete because I am just doing the first 25 days, which I think that's all I had ever done. But the album that I'm using this year is from Hobby Lobby, and I think it's only a 2-inch. Let's see. Yes, it is only, actually, I think it's even smaller. It's only a 1.5-inch, and in the past I've done a 3-inch. So that being said, I'm definitely out of space. Now, this is probably one of my longest videos. So hopefully you can stay with me, or after you're done watching day 24, you can come back and finish day 25. Totally up to you. I just want to forewarn you that it's pretty long. But I really wanted to do the flip through before the new year because I was really excited to get it done. So day 24 is fairly simple. So this Christmas Eve was pretty laid back, actually. I had everything done, so that was nice. And then I realized, oh no, I forgot the pickles and the olives, so I had to go do that. And then I realized, oh wait, I don't have anything for dinner. So I actually went to the grocery store twice, which is kind of a bummer. And then we had yet to make our gingerbread houses, and I had bought them at the beginning of the month. So Lucas's girlfriend came over and we did gingerbread houses in the morning. And I even pulled out last year's December daily, and I was like, when did we do the gingerbread houses? And I was like, I feel like it was earlier in the month. Turns out it was not. It was actually done on Christmas Eve. So maybe we're creating a new tradition. I'm not really sure. Definitely running out of time. So I have a picture of Julianne, Lucas, and Ellie with their gingerbread houses. I took one of the Simple Stories 6x8 papers, cut it in half, and the top part is going to be the gingerbread houses. There's not going to be a ton of embellishments because I have had this kind of clear gingerbread train sticker for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on, and that's going to kind of just be the, whatchamacallit, the embellishments for this. And then I was super excited because my friend from California was in town, and so we met for tea, and then I went and dropped her back off at her dad's house, and I was like, oh my gosh, we didn't take a picture. So we snapped a picture in front of her dad's house. So I thought the little mug and coffee cup were perfect, and then warm wishes kind of as a title. Now I backed all of my photos in my cozy Christmas papers, and so that gets that on this page, as well as I am going to go with some kind of shiny gold, not glittery gold, but kind of shiny gold numbers for 24, so that it kind of matches the title down there on the bottom that says warm wishes. Now, I usually am kind of an over embellisher, so the fact that there's hardly any embellishments on these 2 4x6 kind of cards, it's weird to me. And so I do have to take a little bit of time and feel like I need to go through all of them. Now, I love these candy cane thickers, and I have yet to use them. So I am going to kind of leave them with my Christmas stuff. I would like to make a couple of Christmas layouts for our family album. I don't usually make a lot, but there's a couple. Like I want to do one of like our tree. I don't know. I don't know what other ones I'm going to do. Mainly the tree, probably. And I might actually go around the house and take a few pictures of what Christmas looks like in the new house and where everything is. Because that's something that's kind of different. So I might do those. Other than that, I don't know that. Oh, the Nutcracker. I'm definitely going to do a page in the album for the Nutcracker. That's probably it. That will be kind of like a duplication. So now I'm going to work on the other side. So that was Christmas Eve day. So Christmas Eve night, we go to church. And instead of midnight mass, they now have 10 o'clock mass. And so Julianne was singing and she had to be there by 9:30. And I was telling Christopher, I'm like, we have to be there early. Like, there's going to be so many people. I want to get a good seat. Yeah, we got there at like 9:12. We were the only people there. So I just snapped a photo of him sitting down in the pew and there's nobody else there. But it looks really pretty with all the poinsettias. And so I decided to use the poinsettias as part of my photo or my paper strips on the bottom. And I am just now realizing there is no Cozy Christmas on this layout. So, I don't know. Do I need to put it on? Because technically it's on day 24, but it's not on the back. I feel like it's on every single page. I might have to do a tab or something. Let me know in the comments about what I should do, because now I'm like contemplating. So what I decided to do for that bottom card was just make a little pocket, and I put a couple of die cuts in there. One is a journaling spot. One is actually sheet music because she was singing, and you know, we could have sat anywhere, and where we ended up sitting, we didn't have the best view of Julianne, and so I don't have any pictures of her singing, but that's okay. So I put the die cuts in there and a Peace on Earth die cut on the bottom. And then on the top, I just did one little die cut, a couple of clear stickers, and the word Noel. So that does it for day 24. So if you are like done listening to me ramble, then go ahead and pause and catch back up with me later. If you still want to hang out with me and check out day 25, yay. So day 25, it's multiple pages. So we do lots of things on Christmas, and this year we were hosting, and I had people at my house from, what time was it? 9 a.m. to midnight. So I am going to start with the 8 to 9 portion of our day. This is the first year that we didn't have any kids come wake us up for presents. It was actually our 4-legged kid that was like, why are we still sleeping? It's time for me to eat. So she got us up. I think I had already finished my first cup of tea. And by 8 o'clock, I called them. I'm like, hey, we have people showing up at 9 o'clock. If you would like to open presents, you kind of need to come upstairs now. So they did. And that's where all of these pictures are from. I did 4 pictures of my son, 4 pictures of my daughter, and they're trimmed down. They're a little bit bigger than 2 by 2. And then I have 2 3 by 4 pictures of my husband. Obviously no pictures of me, because who takes all the pictures, right? Like I pretty much take the pictures. it's funny because I have my phone up a lot just as they're opening to snap pictures. I like to try and get those candid shots of their like surprise or something like that. So there's a lot of that going on. And my husband's like, why are you videotaping me? I'm like, I'm not videotaping you. He's like, the last time you videotaped me, you gave me a card that says we were going to Hawaii. I'm like, well, nothing in any of these presents says we're going anywhere. So don't worry about that. So it's going to be an out of the pocket page because I really only wanted it to be one page. So I took the Cozy Christmas paper and I cut it down to, let's see here. It is 8 1/4 by, my son by 9. My son is like fixing his stereo and the garage is like right next to the scrapbook room. So I hope you can't hear that thumping. So that's the size. And then I scored at 3 inches and folded it over. And then I just layered the photos of my son on top. I don't know that there's like a necessary reason. There's not a ton. There's definitely more photos of Julian. So I thought, you know what? He can be on front. And then when you open it up, you'll have all the pictures of her. I did go ahead and attach the other cut off 3-inch strip to the inside to give it a little differentiation. And then I backed my photos of my husband with that Cozy Christmas as well. So I'm going to put those kind of cattywampus a little bit. And then I'm realizing, you know what? I probably should cut the holes so I can figure out where my photo needs to be, so I'm not punching a hole in anything that is kind of important, that type of thing. So I go ahead and punch the holes, then I know where to put my photos. So then I'm just going to start embellishing. I really love this die cut that's got like Santa's list and it's got a little pin and it's kind of stacked up. So I knew I wanted to put that there. And then there's a little tab that I had used the bottom part earlier for journaling. And I'm going to stick that up at the top. That brings in December 25th. And then since we're opening up presents, I found a couple of present die cuts. So I'm going to put those on either side of the Santa's list die cut. And then there was this cute little arrow that says, "Here comes Santa." So I did that and I pointed it at the bottom of the list. So I love how that looks. I'm pretty much done with the front side, and I find this chipboard Santa and he's just so cute. I just felt like I needed to use him. So he's going to go right up there at the top so you can see him when the flap is open as well as when the flap is closed. So that's kind of fun. Now, when you close the flap, you can't really see it's the 25th. So I grab a die cut 25 and I'm going to attach that to the flap. So it almost acts as like a tab to flip it open as well. And then I'm going to work on the back. So I didn't know what to do on the back. I could have put some of the pictures on the back, but I was able to get them all on the front. So I actually went through my papers and I was hoping that there was just a nice decorative 8x6 piece of paper that said, I don't know, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Merry and Bright, something. Yeah, well, I've used them all. I don't have any. So I came across these pink fresh frames. So I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just do a bunch of frames and just make it decorative? So I add the 3 chipboard frames and then I go into a couple of die cuts and find 2 other frames. And then I'm just going to decorate inside the frames. So I probably will need to add glue, but they seem really stuck, actually. Like I was thinking maybe during this voiceover, I would just add liquid adhesive to it, but I don't think that's going to need to happen. So I'm going to add that cute little Santa in the green oval frame. And then I'm going to find, let's see, I find 2 die cut pieces that say ho ho. I figured since there was a Santa on there, it was the 25th, it's totally going to work. So I'm going to put those in the, whatchamacallit. Oh, now my husband's home and he's cracking up. Wonder who he's talking to. But, so now he's going to be loud. and we still have like 9 more minutes because I still have one more layout actually. So the ho-ho goes on, and then up in that wood frame, I am going to add a cute little like beanie hat, a little knit hat, which is super cute. Love that. And then in that bottom, it's like an acetate slide. It's super cool. It actually has Happy Holiday on it, and on the side it says 1225, which I think is super cool. And then I'm just going to add a little teacup. So you kind of have that pop of pink all the way around. Now that other circular area doesn't have anything. I'm going to find a little chipboard floral. Fits in there perfect. And I'm thinking that, oh wait, I wanted to do the house. So I'm going to like move things around. And then I'm like, no, I don't want that. I want it the way it was. So we're going to leave it exactly like that. So there is my cute little flap and my back. And then I'm waving because I thought I would do this in more than one video. And you know what? I'm doing it in one video. I'm just making it happen. So that was basically the first hour of Christmas at our house. Maybe the first 2 hours. You can't really tell the first hour because we weren't doing anything but drinking our coffee and tea, which was kind of nice. And then we do Christmas breakfast with our friends and our godchildren. So we are godparents to their kids and they are godparents to our kids. And as you know, my goddaughter now has 3 children because you've seen their cute little books that I have been working on. So they came over and we got to open presents with them, and we always have biscuits and gravy. So the goddaughter with the kids decided to come over later. So she didn't have biscuits and gravy with us. Oh, and we have mimosas. And this year we put blueberries in them. They were very yummy. So we took a selfie at the table with our breakfast. And then I have a couple of pictures of my goddaughter's kids opening up their presents because they're entertaining to open up presents, not quite as much as us. So minimal decorating on all of these. The photo on the bottom is going to get just that die cut piece that says December 25th. I'm going to add a like holly piece and a tiny word sticker that says Mary. And then that's where my journaling is going to go. And then that top one is going to get a present, a die cut that says Mary, Mary, and a chipboard Christmas tree. And then on the other side, the one of the little girl, right now I have a die cut piece of holly, but that is going to change. So it was just kind of taking up a weird amount of space. So I decided to dig into the sticker book, and I knew that I wanted some tiny word stickers anyway. So that's where that Mary's going to come from. But I found one that says, Hey Santa and Ho Ho Ho, which I thought was cute. So I'm going to put that up there at the top. And then I'm going to do a clear floral sticker down in the corner where that holly was. And that will actually be it. Oh, this is, I don't know if I realized it before I work on the other side or not, but I realized that there's no cozy Christmas. So this is what makes me think that on the back side of 24, I need to do something. So I will add a little banner underneath that journaling spot on the 4x6 photo. So I don't know if I do that on camera or off camera, but that definitely needs to happen. So they were here in our house till about 11, and then it was time to get ready, like shower and that type of stuff, and start making food for Christopher's side of the family. So there's like, I don't know, 20 some odd of us. There's a lot of us. And even though we have this new house, it's a little crowded. It doesn't really fit everybody, but we made it work. And so I just took a picture of everybody kind of sitting in the living room to open presents. And I decided that since I only had one photo, that I was going to do 2 pieces of the cut apart and just put those in the top. So I have that heart, and then I have that card that says, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." And I add a little stocking to that one because I thought that was cute. Added a chipboard 25 to the bottom. And then I had a die cut piece and it said, "Let's get cozy." I was like, that's perfect because we are sure darn cozy because it was a little tight in there. It worked. But my husband's like, "We don't fit in this house." He's like, "Maybe we don't need to host Christmas next year." I'm not so sure we'll get away with that, but I guess we'll see. That is for next year to tell. So I went ahead and on the bottom with that "Let's Get Cozy," I added a clear Christmas tree as well as a chipboard holly. And then I'm looking for something to go in the bottom right hand corner of that top tag. And I'm really just going to end up with some of these stars. So I'm going to put some stars next to the chipboard 25, and I'm going to put some stars up on that card. And then I will go ahead and glue down that holly piece on top of the heart. And there are 3 stars on that top card, but when I got it in, there's only 2 and I don't know where the 3rd one is. So I am not going to worry about it. I am not going to go look for another one. I'm good. We're definitely calling it good. So I thought about adding some of these presents, but it just seemed like too much. I don't know. Like, I'm usually a more is more, but that was just not right. So to finish it off, I need some cozy Christmas on this side, right? So I'm actually going to adhere a little strip of it to the top of that heart card. And I'm going to trim that off. Oh, and the piece that I trimmed off is what I'm going to make that little banner for the other side. So I did do it off camera, but you can see it right there. So there is the rest of 25. I do have some close-ups for you. So this is one side of day 24. Oh, I guess I forgot the front side. That's okay. We're not going to worry about it. There's my flip out, and then the back side with the frames, and then we have the rest of Christmas Day. So I would love to hear how well you have done with your December daily, if you've even started or if you're finished. So that's going to do it. Remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you tomorrow for the flip through. Bye.